When you save on auto insurance for driving safe with USAA Safe Pilot, you'll feel like a big deal, even in a traffic jam. Save up to 30% with USAA Safe Pilot. Restrictions apply.
The Shark Deck.
Hello and welcome to Palace Intrigue. I am your host, Mark Francis. Things are getting feisty as the coronation approaches. Did Camilla want to be called Queen, and has she been campaigning for it all along? The Mirror reports Queen Camilla's son says his mum wasn't playing any sort of endgame to get closer to the crown after Prince Harry's suggestions that she is a villain. Tom Parker Bowles told the News Agents podcast, "I don't care what anyone says, this wasn't any sort of endgame. She married the person she loved, and this is what happened." Julian Payne, a former communications secretary to Charles and Camilla, told the Sunday Times, "I genuinely don't think she was ever that bothered by the title. It was never a role that she actively campaigned for." Meanwhile, the seating chart still isn't worked out. Justice Secretary Dominic Raab did have a front row seat at the ceremony on May 6 in his role as Lord Chancellor. However, he has resigned amid ongoing allegations of bullying. All cabinet members are entitled to attend the coronation without a +1, so there's no high-profile seat available for someone. Fashion stylist Miranda Holder posted a video in which she said, "Whether you are Team Meghan or not, you can't deny that her absence at the coronation makes things a little bit less exciting, particularly on the fashion front." Meghan does bring her own certain brand of glamour to big occasions, such as wearing super brand Dior to the Queen's Jubilee, and this almost old Hollywood-style glamour definitely stands out against the rest of the more conservative British royals. They look lovely, but they have a completely different style, and it just made it fun. A bit of variety and something for all of us to look at and talk about. Don't expect the brothers to reunite. The Mirror's royal editor, Russell Myers, told True Royalty TV's The Royal Beat, he said, "William and Harry are pretty much at rock bottom. I don't think anything has changed there. I don't think the Prince of Wales will have time or the inclination to speak to his brother. He feels immensely hurt by the barbs that were in Harry's book and the way that he has carried on speaking, knowing it will hurt the family. The issue is Harry has earned an incredible amount of money off the back of these attacks. Whether William has cause to speak to him, I very much doubt." Charles can't even catch a break with the weather. Forecasters are predicting unsettled weather for the coronation, with warnings to wear suitable clothing for the weather conditions. Your 14-day forecast, a mixture of settled and unsettled spells are expected throughout the period. Most frequent rain, more likely in the south at first, but through the period this will move to more western and northwestern areas. There is a lower than usual likelihood of significant windy conditions. Temperatures likely to trend upwards throughout the period, with above average temperatures more likely than below average temperatures during early and mid-May. Palace Intrigue will be right back. Hey, do you ever wonder what kind of wines the royals drink? I think Meghan probably likes to toss back a couple of Merlots, while Harry's a Pinot Grigio guy. Well, do you really know what kind of wine drinker you are? Are you always trying different wines in search of something you like, only to throw away half-empty bottles? I couldn't tell you how many glasses of red I've had and gone, "Blah, that's not me." Well, I want to introduce you to First Leaf. They're a subscription wine club that helps you finally find your perfect wine every time. Stay tuned, I'll tell you how to get 50% off at tryfirstleaf.com. You just go online and answer some quick questions about your likes and dislikes, and their experts will curate a selection of award-winning wines tailored to your taste, like refreshing rosés, fun sparkling wines, or spring-friendly reds. And they help you by letting you pick your favorite tastes and smells and then match that to the wine. Then you get to choose how often you receive your wine, and every selection is backed by First Leaf's 100% satisfaction guarantee. And because First Leaf cuts out the middleman and works directly with some of the world's foremost wine producers, you get quality wines at prices much lower than you'd pay at the store. I love sharing great wine with my friends and family, and I know you will too. So give First Leaf a try. Head over to tryfirstleaf.com/palace to sign up and save 50% on your first 6 bottles plus free shipping. That's try, T-R-Y, first, F-I-R-S-T, leaf, leaf.com/palace to save 50% on your first 6 bottles plus free shipping. Try firstleaf.com/palace.
We made USAA insurance for veterans like James. When he found out how much USAA was helping members save, he said,
"It's time to switch."
We'll help you find the right coverage at the right price. USAA. What you're made of, we're made for. Restrictions apply.
Jack Whitehall has recalled the time he bombed so hard at a private comedy gig for King Charles III after poking fun at his daughter-in-law, Kate Middleton. Middleton, 41, and Whitehall, 34, both went to Wiltshire Private School in Marlborough College. The comedian shared his experience while appearing on The Late Late Show with James Corden after Whitehall joked that he was NFI'd, not fucking invited, to the forthcoming Coronation due to his set from years ago. Discussing the awkward encounter, the Jungle Cruise actor explained that he was hired by King Charles to perform a show at Kensington Palace for his staff's Christmas party. Sharing his recollection of the gig, he said, "I went out and they were sat, him and Camilla, in the front row in thrones, literally in thrones, and I had no microphone, so I was literally the court jester for half an hour. I did a lot of jokes about Kate Middleton because she'd been at my school and I was referring to her as the one that got away, which he didn't like at all." The TV star then added, "I literally bombed so hard, and afterwards I had to meet him and I had to bow, and he said, 'Yes, well, I think next year we might try a magician.'" And there you have it. If you'd like to email us, our address is thepalacintrigue@gmail.com. Please follow us on Spotify, iTunes, Google Podcasts, YouTube, or wherever you get your favorite podcasts. I'm Mark Francis. My thanks to John McDermott. This is Palace Intrigue, and good times.
I'm Melissa McKay, star of the new podcast, The Royals of Malibu. I play Ella, a sex worker just trying to survive when I get swept away to the wealth and the drama of Malibu.
You know, you can like something without touching it.
You've made the biggest mistake of your life, Ella Sinclair.
You are a total psycho!
Will Ella find a happily ever after ending? Or will these rich kids destroy her? Fall in love with The Royals of Malibu on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and wherever you listen to podcasts.